Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, what's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is awesome. We're just about ready to get this thing here going. We are just about ready. So everybody stay tuned and yeah. We're almost ready to rock and roll. Thanks for coming out. Definitely appreciate everybody. Okay, let's get that off of the screen. Let's get me in the camera. You guys can see my ugly face a little better. How's everyone doing? I see we got Millen, we got McVin, we got Winpoo, we got Miguel, we got Scott, Johan, what's up, buddy? Ed, FYU Kit, FYU Kit. I don't know how to say that. All right, Ed, hello. You're welcome. Dave, what's up, buddy? How you been doing? Hope all is going well. All right, so we're gonna go and I don't know where my hoverboard's at, guys. I can see the flux capacitor in there doing something, but what I want to know is, where is my hoverboard? Have you guys seen my hoverboard? I can't seem to find it. I mean, it's got to be around here somewhere, right? I think Marty McFly came and stole it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just kind of guessing. He was like, I'm going to get my hoverboard back. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. All right, so last time this event was on the map, I wasn't able to finish it. So I guess we're going to try this. The fastest car I have available is the Lamborghini Huracan. So we're going to run this. I'm like a couple of races away from winning. I think we have a glitch. What's going on? Hey, dear game, what are you doing? Hold on. Coming soon. Wait a second. Wasn't that... It was live earlier. It was live a minute ago. I'm confused. Alright, so that completely disappeared from my map. It was gone completely. It came back. It said it was live. And now it's saying 2 days and 17 hours. That is weird. Weird stuff. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and just run the regular showdown then. All right. That'll be good enough. We're going to grab the LB Gran Turismo MC. Unfortunately, that's the fastest car that I have. Ed said that's a different one. Is it a different one? I don't know. Hey, Silent, what's up, buddy? Wenpoo says the Aston Martin Showdown is a glitch. It seems like a glitch. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. It definitely seems to have a few issues going on with it. And it sucks to have to run a tier 4 car in a showdown, but we're going to do our best. Wenpoo says the game support canceled it. Interesting. You know, whatever. That's all I'm gonna say. Whatever. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh well. They broke it. They broke it. They just plain broke it. Hey, what's up, Ivan? You're stuck on Amelia's challenge. Ivan, did you run the elite license with that car? Because once you run the elite license and make that car elite, it gets locked out of all further Tempest events. I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing you ran the elite license with that car. I bet that's your problem. So yeah, every time you do an elite license, that locks that car out of all further Tempest events. If that's not the case, then you might have a glitch, but that's my guess of what you have going on right there. Well, at least we got a time machine, guys. At least we got a time machine. That's all I'm going to say. Now we can go back to the future anytime we want. Sort of. Sort of. Maybe. Not really. William D says... You know, JP, there's a lot of stuff that I don't get yet. Like, I haven't got the sit and spin or whatever it's called. I still don't have that. I don't know if I have a roulette thing on there or not. I didn't see that on my map today. William D says part 2 is coming. But most of those things aren't really there to do you a whole lot of favors. They're just there to get you to spend all your resources, right? That's the problem. You're going to spend all your resources, then you'll be like, crap, man, I spent it all. And then you're probably going to cry and be unhappy. But unfortunately, it kind of what it is, but you're going to be like, all my resources. Melon says wait. He says, by the way, I thought that said BMW. By the way, the Aston Valkyrie Roadster is not that good, he says. Melon does not like the Aston Martin Valkyrie Roadster whatsoever. Or maybe only a little teeny bit. Not sure which one. Either not at all or maybe just a little. Oh wait, there's going to be more of the Back to the Future series? Huh. That's what William D says. I haven't heard that yet. That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be really interesting. What's up, Stacks? How you doing today? Oh, William D said that's the hint they gave. Gotcha. Well, there was 2 movies. There was Back to the Future and then Back to the Future 2, so I don't know. Maybe the next one they'll give us the hoverboard instead of the car. What's up, Skies? What's up, McFinn? Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it big time. Thank you, thank you. All right. Arrow King, what's up, buddy? If I missed anybody's comments, I'm sorry. Ivan says the car I used for the test, I dismantled it to get fusion parts. I don't know what you mean by the test, but if you run the elite license and make a car elite, they don't allow you to strip that car or sell that car. Can I make a Hypercar Blitz Showdown video? I don't think I have that, or is that the blue Showdown? Hold on a second. Because there was another Showdown there and it disappeared. Now there's another one. I didn't... Hold on. Let me go back at the map and take a look. And let me see what they got going on. Let me see what kind of crab sandwiches they got happening over here. What kind of crab sandwiches is Donna trying to do to us today, guys? Is it possible to get a free Purple Star car that is good? Yeah, I mean, sometimes, right? Occasionally they give out free cars that are good. It's not that often, but I'm not sure when the next free Purple Star car is going to be coming out. Oh, okay, I see. It changed to Hypercar Blitz. Let's look and see what's even available. I see what they did here. I see what they did here. But a lot of your Elite Tuners cars can be upgraded to Purple Stars, and a lot of those are super good. I mean, basically you got... I mean, the Aurora Tour is going to be your fastest if you max it out. Then the Lamborghini... Oh, wait. No, there's more tier 5 cars over here. Oh, the Utopia, the Senna. There's a bunch of cars in here. Yeah, I'll probably get a video out for this tomorrow or Sunday. Okay, there's a lot of nice cars available. Which one's going to be the fastest? I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll have to look them all up and all that stuff, so... I will get a video out for this. Don't you worry. I'll try and get that out tomorrow. Melon says the Aurora Tour is a good car. Yeah, it's got a really good live racing setup, actually. Mine's set up for live racing. I don't know if I've ever live raced it, though. I mean, I upgraded it. And I don't think I ever used it. Alright, where's the thingy-dingy? Here we go. I'm just kind of looking... Is there anything else they put on the map to surprise us with? Okay, no weekly Elite Cups today. Those are done. Back to the Future. Alright, I don't see any other surprises up here. Oh! There is a Crew Cup. I gotta remember to do that later. Crew Cups and Token Cups, those are really, really important for your crew. Always make sure you guys are doing those. Like, that's one of the first things you should do when you log on is those little things right there. Next time I log onto the game, I'm going to bust those out. For show. Did I just go into live racing? I clicked on the wrong thing, I think. Hold on, where am I at? I'm having a brain fart. I'm running on autopilot here and not paying attention to what I'm doing, so. Am I live racing or am I in Showdown, guys? I don't even know. Either way, I won. Yeah, I went into the... Wait. How did I beat a Lexus LC500 with this? I don't understand what just happened. William D says the first thing you should do is check the website for freebies. I agree with you. If you're part of the website, if you've signed up for the website, if you've given them your information, that's a very good idea. All right, I clicked on the wrong thing and didn't even realize it. All right, now we're back to the previously scheduled thing. Arrow King says all the Blitz lock-ins are used in the Showdown. AVIXK 4K, what's up? Avix 4K, I don't know. That might supposed to be spell something out, but I don't know. I'm not good at that. Mohammed, hey. How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Is the second car for the Hypercar Blitz Showdown any good? If you're talking about the second lock-in, I actually don't even know what's in there. Ooh, that was a close race. I lost, though. That was really close. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that Lexus beat me. He must have either intentionally lost or he doesn't have something set up properly. Do I think they're going to put Knight Rider? There's a good chance. I remember that was on the survey of cars that people wanted, so we might see that. I'm also hoping... Oh, come on, sir. Get back here. Ah! I'm hoping for the Knight Rider and the Transformers. Larry's GTA Spano, yeah. It's not a great car. Now, somebody did tell me they found a really good setup for live racing, but it doesn't earn any respect points is the problem. They can win live races with it, but it barely wins any respect points whatsoever. Therefore, it's not really... Even if that's true, it wouldn't be worth racing if you don't get their points, you know? Respect points are really what you're after. Stack says, I would buy the Knight Rider kit. Yeah, that would be really cool. Is Dana's 911 any good? No. It's such a nice looking car, but it's not great. It's not really good for much. I mean, it's pretty slow in today's standards. I don't think it beats the dyno time. It doesn't really have a good live race. It doesn't really do anything. It just looks nice. That's really the only thing it does is look good. So yeah, unfortunately, it is not your friend. Oh my God, Melon says it's crap. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Dave says, yeah, get really low RP when you build a car, really low and slow lobby. Really low and really slow. Really low RP and really slow. Ron G says, I'm thrilled for the Fast and Furious events. I actually didn't think we were going to be getting any more Fast and Furious events, but looks like we're going to, so that's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it myself. I think that'll be really cool. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, my button didn't work. I hate when that happens. My launch button didn't work, guys. I swear I pressed it. And I almost won. Wow. I don't know if he slowed down, but alright, so any live racing setups from the Terminario? I don't remember if I had one, but I'm pretty sure I did make a video about that car. I would have went over that on the video, but I think it did have a live racing setup. I can't remember how good it was, but that's the thing. Most of these cars, right? I figure the car out and make a video for it. I don't ever drive it again, and then I forget how it works. But unfortunately, 1,500 cars is almost impossible to keep track of. I think it's an okay one, but I don't think it's a great one, honestly. I think I need to get a better brain. I need to get a better brain. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Fast and Furious events myself. Stack says, I'm planning to skip the Fast and Furious events. I don't know. I mean, for me, it just depends on... I mean, I'm probably not going to end up doing them because you're probably going to need a crap load of cars, but if they sell any of them for 20 bucks, I might buy a couple depending on which ones are for sale. But you can usually at least buy a couple of Fast and Furious cars with real money. I hope that's how they do it this time. I saw somebody posted about that, but I didn't, I haven't watched the video, so I don't really understand what's going on with those. I don't know which cars are available or how many or what, but I think it's kind of cool they're bringing that back. A lot of people have been waiting for those to come back for a long time. All right, so Pininfarina Batista. Yeah, that'll beat Tempest, no problem, if you get enough parts on it. I mean, I think your 2020 Corvette without stars might do okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many Stage 6 parts you have and stuff like that, but Tempest is actually pretty easy. Tempest Tier 5 is really simple. I mean, most Tier 5 cars can do it without needing to be maxed out. You just have to have a decent amount of parts into them. I mean, there's a couple of the slower cars that can't do Tempest, but yeah, I mean, you should be fine with a Pininfarina. I think the Corvette would work as well, but Sky says, I want the Escort. The Escort's amazing. If the Escort is part of the event and you guys get a chance to get it, I would highly suggest getting the Escort. It's a killer live racing car in the 12-0 lobby. It very rarely loses a race. It's amazing. X-Wing, yeah, if I didn't make a video for it, I have no idea, my friend. I could have swore I made a video for that, but maybe I didn't. There's so many cars. There's so many cars, it's crazy. But I mean, if you go to YouTube and type in Danny Lightning and like Terminario or however you say it, if I made one, it would pop right up. If not, then yeah, I probably didn't get one for that. But I could have swore I did. Arrow King says, smash the like button, guys. There's all these people here and only 19 likes. Smush the like. Just don't break it, okay? Thank you, Arrow King. Star says, always paid to win events. Well, that's the thing, right? The game is a company, so the game's owned by a company. So to them, it's a business. So their goal is to make money. They're like, hey, we want money. We make video game. You give us money. You play a video game. We get rich. So the good news is we have a million things. Well, maybe not a million things, but you can keep very busy and have fun on this game without spending any money. I mean, you can live race. You can do the showdowns. You can do the daily races. I mean, I can spend an hour or 2 or 3 a day just doing that stuff if I want to. So I don't mind having to skip bigger events. Bigger events, you know, they're cool if you have the money to do it, but if not, then hey, don't worry about it. That's what I say. Melon says the Escort Maxima is worth the money, rest are not. Yeah, I have to look and see what cars are coming to it. What about Jesse's car? Is Jesse's car in there? Because I think that was a good live racing car if I remember correctly. I think I saw somebody posting about Jesse's car. The Jetta? I'd have to go look at it again, but I think the Jesse's car was good if I remember correctly. I don't remember if it had a good low performance point high evo or if it just beat the dyno, but Melon, what do you mean by if you can let it go? He says the Jetta is good if you can let it go. Most people can't. Alright, so Neon says I need a fast tune for a tier 3 Corvette with all stage 5 parts. So the amount of fusions and the amount of stage 5 parts and all that stuff all plays a part, but honestly, what you really want to learn to tune cars with yourself. So if you go to my channel on YouTube and you scroll down, you'll find my playlist and you'll find my tuning playlist. There's some videos on there that will teach you how to tune a car and get a really good tune almost every single time. That's really what you want to do. Or there's a possibility I may have made a video about the car. Generally when I do a how to drive video, at least these days, I mean back in the day I didn't, but now I do a stage 5 and a stage 6 tune. But honestly, you really want to learn how to tune the cars yourself because I mean there's 1,500 cars in this game. When you get one, you should be able to be like, okay, I can just go ahead and tune this now. I mean, it's nice to be able to just do it yourself. So I would highly suggest finding my tuning playlist and looking those videos up. There's a whole technique to it. I mean, it's really about tuning your car for the highest Evo points. That will get you really close to a perfect tune. It may not get you a 100% dead perfect tune, but it will get you almost to a perfect tune on 98% of the cars. But you got to figure out how to tune the parts in each order. I mean, you don't necessarily have to, but I find on a lot of cars, it actually makes a difference on the order that you tune the parts on. Now, these days, they've been doing a lot of the, I don't know, the cars are weird these days. A lot of the newer cars, they kind of tune the same no matter what you do to them, which is weird, but a lot of the older ones don't. Winpoo says, was the past Fast and Furious event also expensive? Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. They always have 5 or 6 lock-ins. You have to buy the cars. Then you got the paid part crates for the silver cars. So since day one, the paint events have always been at least a few or several $100s to finish. I mean, I remember one guy back in the day, he said he spent around $500 or $600 trying to get enough parts to finish an event, and he wasn't able to, so. Some people have told me they've spent as low as $100. Some people say $200. Some people have told me it's cost them $500 to $600 to finish an event. So it's kind of crazy. All right, Lillian, what's up, buddy? Here's the problem with the Bosch 302. There's more than one of them. Like they're different. This doesn't make any sense, but they give you one for free. There's one that you can pull out of crates, and there's one that you can buy in the dealership. And my understanding is all 3 of them are a little bit different, so it kind of depends on which one you have. So That's a really weird deal with that Boss 302 Mustang. Like, I don't even know which one I have. I don't know if I have the free one, the crate one. Like, it's a crazy deal. But I did make a video about that recently, and I think I upgraded one of the slow ones because it ran slower than everybody else's, and that's a great little car, right? It's a great little car, but unfortunately, depending on which one you have, may change the way you tune it and drive it a little bit, so I don't know why they didn't do that. I thought they would have fixed that by now. You think they would just make them, you think they would change the car so they were all exactly the same. Holy crap, that guy beat the heck out of me. Man. He ran a 7.7. Sir? Sir, I'm only running a 12.5, sir. How dare you beat me like that? I bet Donna gave him super nitrous. That's what happened. Donna gave him super nitrous just so he would destroy me. I'll tell you. I mean, I guess the nice part of having some of the lower tier cars in the Showdown is at least you can do some of the races and win some prizes, right? Even if you don't get super far in it, I mean, you can at least do something if you have a car that's available. So I guess I can't complain. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we got some prizes. We got some game cash. We got some respect points. We got this thingy-dingy. We got that thingy-dingy. We got some other thingy-dingy. So it's not so bad. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Sky's the limit says I talk too much. You know what? Sometimes people tell me he kicked the crap out of me again. Some people tell me I talk too much, but if I didn't talk, wouldn't the videos be boring? Akima says, I recently got the Aston Martin Valkyrie Spider and it's really hard to control. Was it shift really fast for you or something? I don't have a good memory on that particular car. I mean, the Valkyries are okay cars. I don't really remember if the Spider was good or how it drove, but Stack says I've hit the wall. Sir, I did not hit the wall. I crossed the finish line. I'm definitely pretty close to the wall though. The wall is very near. In a minute, it's going to be hard to win everything, so you're probably right. You're probably very, very right, so yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. I still got a few wins left before it gets crazy. Oh, Lordy, have mercy. Look, come on, come on, come on. Bummer. What's up, Ivo? How are you doing today? All right, William B is singing some Pink Floyd there. I lost and I did not appreciate it. Yeah, we might go do some live racing here in a second. Maybe we'll grab the Fast and Furious Escort in the 12-0 lobby. Ashley, how are you doing today? Can the LB Maserati beat Tempest 3 Tier 4? No. Unfortunately, it's gonna struggle a little bit. So on a Tier 4 car, you have to do 260 miles per hour, and you have to be able to make the car do 0 to 60 in 1.3. And unfortunately, I don't think this car can do both of those things. This car is not gonna really be able to cut it, unfortunately. Let's go see. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I don't think it does both. Use the Lamborghini Veneno. I don't even think I have one of those. Ivo's maxing the time machine. Cool, cool. Yeah, Dave, I'm not really sure which one of the Bosch 302 was better. I think I've got 3 of them, and I don't really know which one is which. All right, check this out. So we need to see if this car can hit a good top speed. So the dyno time says the 0 to 60 is 2.007, and it also says the top speed is 226. That's kind of low top speed. Let's see if we can get this thing to... Hold on a second. Let me save my preset tune really quick. Let's see what we can do for a 0 to 60 time on this. But I don't think it's going to hit 260 miles per hour or hit the 1.37 on the 0 to 60. All right, let's see what it does. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this is going to take forever, but we're going for a 0 to 60 time here. All right, there we got a 1.3. Okay, so that would just barely squeak by right there. If you got the car pretty much maxed out and you put the transmission all the way over, we did a 0 to 60 in 1.334. So that's just barely fast enough to do it. Can we get the car to do it at 260 miles per hour though? I don't think it's going to do that, unfortunately. That says 245, 229, 37, 41, 46. Let's see if we can get it to do it. But yeah, you got to retune for some of these races, but I don't think we're going to hit 260. So unfortunately, I don't think this car does it. 3, 2, 1, go. We'll even hit nitrous in a later gear here. See if we can boost the top speed up a little bit. Oh, we got close. We got close. We were really close. There we got 254. We need a little more acceleration. Let's try that again. Sky says it won't do 260. Maybe. I don't know. That makes me wonder. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, fourth, and nitrous. Nah, you're gonna have a really hard time. What's the background music? I don't know, just something off the YouTube audio library. I don't really know what it is. It's just some like random background music from the YouTube audio library. Alright, let's see what this does. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think this car can do it. Yeah, you're gonna have a really hard time. I mean, I could sit here for an hour trying to fine-tune it just to get it to do that, but we got close. I mean, there's a slight possibility, maybe, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think this car almost does it, but doesn't actually do it, unfortunately. Hey, Royalty, how you doing today? All right, let's go ahead and grab a different car. Let's go live race this thing. I think we're in the 12-0 lobby today. 12-0. All right, Brian's Escorts. Brian's Escort. Hey, they put Brian back on it. If I miss anybody's comments, I'm sorry. All right. I try to read all the comments and play and do everything else all at the same time. Yeah, we're in the 12-0 lobby, guys and gals. All right, we are live racing in the 12-0 lobby. Yeah, Max the Gamer has a lot of really good setups for Tempest. I was never super good at tuning for Tempest, but Max was a very good Tempest tuner. It took me forever to get through the Tempest races. I mean, some of those cars were a little hard to tune for, but like, I know how to do it a lot better now than back then, but man, back in the day, it was rough. I was also trying to finish it with cars that were barely fast enough as well, so that didn't help. I tried to rush through it and get it done as quickly as possible. So instead of being patient like I should have, I was just like, go, 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 go. But if I would have waited a little longer, I would have saved myself a lot of problems and headaches. What's up, Dominican? How are you doing today? Can the Lexus LC500 beat Tempest 3? No, unfortunately, it's a little shy on the 0 to 60 time. It can beat the boss, it can hit the top speed, but it can't do the 0 to 60 race, unfortunately. Now, if you happen to have the Elite Tuners WRX or the Lancer, if you max those out, they can do it. All right, here we go. Little Ford Escort. This thing's awesome. I love this little car. It's one of my favorites. It very rarely loses a race. It usually flies right by somebody at the last second like that. That's the best part about it. I mean, it does lose, but it wins the majority pretty easily. Parker, hey. Kang, what's up, buddy? All right, so if you're stuck on the Prestige Cup, there's three things to beating a Prestige Cup. Number one, do you have enough parts on the car? Number two, do you have the car tuned properly? And number three, are you shifting the car properly? One of those three things is holding your back. So shift pattern, tune, and the amount of parts. I'm not sure which one of those is off. It could be one, it could be all three, or I don't know, but I mean, if you're shy on parts, oh, it's gonna get me. I'm gonna slow down. If you're shy on parts, you're definitely going to want to watch the free crates. Make sure you open the free crates every time there's a crate available, or you can always open the parts for, open the crates for keys to get parts. But Honestly, if you don't really need the respect points, I mean, bottom line is, I don't know if that car is really worth spending any keys on. Now, if you can't make the points and your crew is going to kick you out and you need the points to stay in your crew or something, I guess you could always spend your bronze keys to open parts, but I wouldn't. I would say just keep opening the free keys, the free crates, I can't talk today, and double check your tune and shift pattern. Oh, there's Melon. We got Melon! The RZ34. How do you get the Hoonigan Indy truck for free? I don't think you can. That was a paid car or a prize of some sort back in the day. I mean, most of the Purple Star cars you're never going to get for free, right? It's very rare to get a good Purple Star car for free, but every once in a while they do give one out. But yeah, you're not going to get the Indy truck for free. Parker says, I'm trying to get the keys. Yeah, unfortunately, keys take a long time to save up, right? Keys take a long time to save up. I wish the game would give out more keys more faster, but they don't. One thing about this game is you got to have a lot of patience. You got to really use your resources wisely. If you don't, you're always going to be out of everything. And you're always going to be broke. I mean, I'm very stingy with stuff. I'm really picky and choosy what I upgrade. I try not to spend my keys when I don't absolutely have to. So alright, so X-Wing wants to know, why are the Purple Star cars that they give us for free either mid or terrible? They've given us quite a few really nice Purple Star cars. I mean, not all of them are, but we've got a few really good. I mean, they gave us the, what's that yellow car? The Pagani. They gave us a Pagani something the other for free. The Utopia. That's a really good car. They gave us that really nice Purple Star BMW for Tier 3. That was a great car. What else did we get for free? You got all the Elite Tuners cars you get for free, and those can be upgraded to Purple Stars. Dominican, I've been playing for about 8 years now, actually. But, you know, it's kind of hit and miss. Like, even the prize cars, even a lot of the Purple Star cars you buy with real money or win for a prize aren't guaranteed to be good. A lot of those are terrible cars, so just kind of all depends, right? I mean, there's only so many cars in the game that are actually good, and a lot of them are just like, yeah, this is really bad. William D says, Prestige Cup cars are hit and miss. Yeah, it's just like anything else. But out of the 1,500 cars we have in the game, a small handful of those are really, really good. A lot of them are nice. A bunch of them are just kind of eh. And then there's a whole bunch that are really bad as well, so. I don't know if it's like 10% of the cars are really good or 20% are really good, but the majority of the cars in the game are just decent to terrible. And then there's the small percentage that you're like, yeah. Alright, so the Time Machine's fastest time that I know of was running a 6.6 something. I don't know if anybody's beat that yet or not, but as far as I know, it's still not the fastest car in the game. Melon says only about 5% of the cars in the game are really good. Melon, did we disconnect? What happened there? Either I wasn't paying attention or we disconnected. Probably both. Can the M235i beat the Hyper Blitz Showdown? No. No, it can't, unfortunately. The way Showdown works, the fastest car wins. You're going to be matched up. If you're in that little tier 2 car or tier 3 car, right? You're going to be matched up against all these tier 5 cars that beat the crap out of you. What? I lost? Bull crap. Look at that crap sandwich right there. I was robbed. I was robbed. Oh well. If I would have shifted just a little bit better, I would have won. So close. That was a good race. The Viper Snakeskin Edition. Unfortunately, I think it's worse than the non-Snakeskin Edition. It's not a very good car, so... It looks really nice. The Viper Snakeskin looks really nice, but it's more of a thing just to let it sit there and look pretty because it doesn't really do well for anything else besides looking nice. I mean, if you don't already have a tier 4 car and you upgrade it, I mean, it might come in handy for a very short period of time, but eventually you might be like, hey, I probably shouldn't have put any resources into that. It's just not that good. It's not great. I kind of find it to be a disappointing car. Ashley, no, you're not. You're gonna really struggle. Here's the thing: if you have the maxed out Maserati Gran Turismo LB thingy dingy, if you max it out, it can hit the 0 to 60 time just barely. But I don't think you're. Why did I not shift? I don't think you're gonna hit the 260 mile top speed with it. So it'll do. I think it's gonna do everything except for the 260 miles per hour. I was able to get it pretty close to the 260. I was in the 250s, but maybe it doesn't really look like it's capable of hitting 260 though is the problem. All right. Now X-Wing wants to know if the Huracan Coupe can beat the Showdown for Hypercar Blitz. Well, there's a small chance you might be able to win the prize car with the Huracan. The Huracan. Maybe. Alright, there's going to be a lot of cars that are way faster, so the chance is very, very, very small. If you're super lucky, there is a possibility, but I probably wouldn't count on it. Stacks, I should be in the 12-0 lobby. Mr. C says, I hate the draws. They hardly ever go my way. Unfortunately, I think that's how it works for most of us, really. But Tempest 3 Tier 4 is a pain in the butt. You got to do 260 miles per hour. You got to do 0 to 60 in 1.3. And a lot of those cars can't do both of those things. That's the issue. Most of the cars can do one or the other and run faster than the boss, but most of them can't do the speed trap and the sprint race. I don't know why they made it such a pain in the butt. I really don't. All right. I like that color on the Lexus. I think I might have changed lobbies. All right, we're gonna rate 80. We're gonna race 808. Now that's a good live racing car he's in. That Fast and Furious Jeep is actually a good live racer. I think you needed some stage 6 to make it work well, but That's a really cool vehicle. Look at that thing. I like that. I would have upgraded mine for live racing, but I think I was missing some of the parts needed to make it do good. I don't know why, but I love the way that Jeep looks. Let's try and race this. Hey, turn invisible. Now this guy has a pretty good chance to beat me. That's a killer live racing car right there. I don't really expect to win this one, to tell you the truth. I think if he set it up well, I'm going to lose. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, what's going to happen here? Ooh, it's gonna... Yep, he got me. What's up, goat? Alright, Goat said he's going to spend the $60 to get the pack. I mean, honestly, you know, if you like the cars, the Fast and Furious cars are rare. They're hard to get. They don't come out very often anymore, so... Sure. I mean, there's going to be a couple of good ones in there. There's going to be a couple of good ones. I don't know about all the cars, but I know there will be at least a few good ones. Alright, Parker just unlocks collections and wants to know what's the best way to get them done fast. Alright, so here's the problem with collections. Alright, there's a few of the collections tasks that are really easy. The majority of them make you lock in a purple star car. And then you have to almost max the car out to hit the speed it wants you to hit with the car, or the time it wants you to hit. Which means you have to buy all those part crates, the paid part crates that cost real money, to make the car fast enough to do the tasks. So honestly, collections is not really doing most of us any favors, other than if you lock in every car that you get that's available, you might be able to buy 1 or 2 nice cars. But it's not something that you're just going to be able to, you know, lock cars in and do it. First off, you have to have the game cash to upgrade the cars that you lock in, and then you have to get all the parts. So collections, in order to do all of collections, it would cost a small fortune. Like the richest man in the world might struggle to have that kind of money. I don't really know what it would cost, but the majority of those cars, you pretty much have to max them out to be able to beat the task, and that's expensive. $911R is not really a super fast car, so it's probably not going to be that good for the Showdown, unfortunately. I'll have a video. I'm going to try and get a video out tomorrow on that Showdown and the times all the cars run, so... But yeah, the 911R is not very good, unfortunately. I think it's kind of on the slow side. Eric, how's it going, buddy? What happened to the Aston Martin Showdown? I guess they canceled it on us. I guess they put it up there by mistake and then they took it down, so yeah. I'm kind of bummed, actually. I'm a little bummed about that. I wanted to finish it off and win the prize car, but... Low RNX, hello, hello. Alright, X-Wing wants to know, Danny, is Tempest useless? Because I think for Tempest 2 Tier 4, Ashley's Mustang is kind of terrible. Alright. I don't know what you mean by useless, but pretty much. Alright, there's a couple of really cool boss cars, but none of them are really that great. That's the problem. Like the Sesto Elemento is really cool, and I like it. It does have You know, you can win a few live races here and there in a stage 5 only setup, but honestly, almost every one of the boss cars is bad. Decent at best, right? Some of the tier 1 boss cars are really nice. For some reason, the tier 1 boss cars are great, but tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, meh. It kind of sucks. I mean, they shouldn't have made those cars crappy. But, I mean, Tempest is nice if you want to collect the boss cars, but it's not something that I would really suggest being in a rush to do. Once you've been playing for a while and you got a bunch of nice, fast cars laying around, sure, go do Tempest. That's kind of how I look at it these days, but it's not really something that's worth busting your butt over these days. Okay, so when Boo says between the NSXR and the Jack Roush, which one is worth to elite? I would go with the Jack Roush, my friend. I mean, are you sure though? Are you sure that's like, those are your favorite Tempest car? I mean, not Tempest car. Favorite live racing cars? I mean, Jack Roush is cool and all, but my advice is wait till you get a really good live racing car that you actually love racing with. When you get a live racer that you really enjoy live racing and it does really well and you think you're going to use it for years and years and years and years and more years and many more years after that, then you should elite it. If I had it to do over again, I would have waited till I had amazing cars before I made anything elite. I would have put everything on the back burner until I was like, yes, this car is amazing. Let's go elite this one. So I would do Tempest very differently and do my elite license very differently if I could do it all over again. But, you know, when I was new to the game, I had all these questions. Nobody really had answers, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just grabbed cars and I made them elite, and I screwed the whole thing up. So all those bonuses I could have got have gone to waste. One of the reasons I've been hoping they come out with Tempest 4 is so I can make a couple of good cars elite, but unfortunately, I don't think Tempest 4 is ever going to come out, to tell you the truth. I don't think that's ever coming out, so what can you do? Oh, I got beat by a bot. Oh, man. But one thing about this game is you got to have a lot of patience. Like, most of the stuff in this game takes months and years to get through, not kidding. Legends took me 1.5 years. Elite Tuners took me about 2 years. So, yeah, it's a slow process for a lot of this stuff. Do I think there's going to be a prize for completing collections? I don't know, but there definitely should be. I mean, no one's really going to be able to do it unless they spent about $1 million. If you spend $1 million to complete collections, they should give you like some sort of crazy prize. Lo, what do you mean by, is it worth it to upgrade another car or just stay with it? I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. I don't have quite enough information there to be sure what you're talking about. When will CSR2 launch? Basically, it was supposed to be launching sometime soon, but I don't think they've got it ready yet, so it's not going to launch. I mean, it's still like in beta testing, and it looks like it's still got a ways to go from what I'm understanding, so it sounds like it might still be a while before they launch it. But I don't think it's even close to being ready from what I'm hearing. So I'm not really expecting it to drop anytime soon. But I think they were saying like early to mid 2025, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. Diego says, can we do swaps, please? Diego, are you in my lobby? You would have to find my lobby. I should be in the 12-0 lobby today. Cordell says, nobody wants CSR3. I agree with that. Nobody's really... Most of the people that I've spoken to aren't very excited about it. Some people may like it, but I think the majority of CSR2 players are going to like CSR2 better than CSR3. It looks very different. I mean, it's a completely different style of game from what I can tell. Cordell says, I haven't been able to find Danny's lobby. I'll tell you what, it seems like they've made it a lot harder these days to get into lobbies. Now, somehow Melon can always find me very easily. I don't know how he does it. Melon, do you have any advice on how to get people to find my lobby easily? Because you always seem to get right in. Now, one thing nice about the Jack Roush Mustang, though, is it's fast enough to beat Tempest. So if you make it elite, that's a car you can do a lot of stuff with, including beating Tempest. So if you do make it elite, then you can't use it to beat Tempest. So I guess you would have to decide what's more important, right? William D says, be a master tuner like Millen. Mr. C says, if you're financially able, finish collections, the collections agency will probably be after you. That sounds about right. That sounds almost right, I would say. All right, here we go. We're racing one of them, their Audis, I think, so. Those Audis are so good at live racing. They're hard to beat. Really hard to beat. I can't drive that car. I don't know why I can't drive those Audis, but if you can shift those things, the RS6 and RS7s, man, they are really, 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 really good live racers, but I can't drive them. I don't know why. They're not even hard. They shouldn't be hard to drive. It should be really easy, but for some reason, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Yeah, he's gonna get me again. Cordell says, I really only have about half of the collections unlocked. Yeah, I'm not even sure how many of them I've unlocked, but I've only been able to do like I've only been able to do a small handful of the tasks. Alright, so some of the Legends cars might be good for live racing. I've never really been a Legends fan. I don't really like the Legends cars, but yeah, I mean, some of them are. Like, I know the NSXR, people love the NSXR for live racing. What else is good for live racing from Legends? I know the NSXR. Trying to remember. I almost think the Jaguar was supposed to be good, but don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, the McLaren F1, if you set that up correctly, it's a really good live racer. I'm gonna run a few slow ones here. William D says the Ferrari 250. 250. Yeah, a lot of people like that one. I don't know about the Hemi-Cuda, but I know a lot of people seem to really like the S7 for live. I think there's a way to set the S7 up to do well for live. That's actually a pretty cool car. Now, I've never actually tried it myself. I've never set the S7 up, but I do know quite a few people who say it's awesome. So just going by what some others said, I would assume they're correct. The S7 might be a cool live racing car, maybe, but I don't have experience with that one myself. All right, Dennis says, I don't understand the rule of collections. I think it's there to take your money and give you some cars. You give them money, they give you cars, basically. Is the XJ220? I've heard so, but I don't have experience with that car either. I've heard it's good, but don't quote me on that one. Does anybody know? Anybody ever drive the XJ220? Is it any good? What's up, Andy? All right, yeah, Andy said he played CSR2 recently. It's like a mix between Asphalt 8 and drag racing, and a lot of people won't like it. What it reminds me of is that Fast and Furious mobile game that flopped. That's what it reminds me of. What's the worst Legends car that's terrible for everything? In my opinion, all of them. I don't like Legends cars. I don't like the way they tune and drive. Like, I don't know what it is about the Legends cars, but there's very few of them that I like. I just don't. I didn't like doing Legends. I didn't like restoring Legends. I didn't like doing the events. I don't like driving the cars. I actually hate almost all of the Legends cars. So, in my opinion, they're all really horrible. I think they're all terrible. Ooh, the McMurdy is a great live racer, Fabio. Like, the Navira is cool, but the McMurdy, if you set it up on low upgrades, I got a video that goes over it, but if you set it up on low upgrades like I show you in the video, the McMurdy is pretty cool. The only problem with the McMurdy is it's really hard to get fusion parts for that car, but you only need to install a couple of parts to make it good. But yeah, getting fusions is rough. The video I made will give you a really good idea of how to set it up, but even if you don't... Oh, why did... I hit the wrong button and downshifted. That's okay. I was trying to win that one. X-Wing says, Danny, Asphalt 8 sucks. It didn't always... Sandy, it didn't always... There was a... Asphalt 8 is the reason I bought a smartphone. Or a tablet. Alright? I got to see Asphalt 8 for the first time, and I was like, you know what? I'm going out and I'm buying a Samsung tablet just so I can play Asphalt 8. And I played that game for a couple of years. That game was great. It was great. And then eventually, when Asphalt 9 came out, Asphalt 9 was all kinds of pay to win, and then they started changing Asphalt 8 over and made it pay to win as well, which sucked. But it was so good for a few years. I mean, it was just a great game. All you had to do was play it, and you earned credits from playing, and then you would buy cars with the credits. It was just, you know, it was set up the way a game should be set up. And then they turned it into a pay-to-win mess, so yeah. They killed it. It sucks. They killed it. That was such a great game. It really sucks that they destroyed that game because it was so good. It was so good. Now it's crap. It's complete crap. But what can you do? One D says, to the cropper. Get to the cropper. That's I'm doing my impression of the Scotsman that used to be on Saturday Night Live. If it's not Scots, it's just crap. I'm part Scottish, but I don't think I do a very good Scottish accent. Not at all. Who do I want to race? One of these Lexuses? Let's go with this weird looking Lexus with the purple stars and the purple calipers. Yeah, I'm really upset that they changed they changed that game from what it was to what it is. I don't know if another company bought it and took over or what happened, but it went from great to crap really fast. Wow, that guy, okay, I'm gonna go slow. He stopped me. He stopped me. Maybe I got a bad run, but what's my dyno? It's like 11.9 something. Dang, he did an 11.8. My dyno is like 11.995 or something like that. It's just barely under 12.0. William D says, hit that like button. Yeah, we got about 15 more minutes left on the stream, everybody. Alright, I'm kind of behind on the chat, guys. I mean, there's chat talking about this and that, and I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, so. Or if you were even talking to me, I don't know. You guys might have been talking to each other, I'm not sure. Alright, so Brandon wants to know what car to use to beat Conduit's challenge. That's, alright, that's what that's tier 2, right? Conduit's tier 2, I believe. Let me make sure that's tier 2. Right? I don't remember which boss is which tier for the most part. I do know Donna was tier 4 because she's a jerk. I know Shax is tier 5. I know Harkness is Sesto Elemento. Oh, it's tier 1? I mean, bottom line is, if you've got the Volkswagen Golf that you buy out of the dealership, if you get all the fusion parts on it and you shift it correctly and tune it correctly, it'll beat that boss no problem. If you get the Golf with 1 star, that's even better, but that's the easiest car to do it with because, I mean, you can just go buy that car, then you buy another one and strip it, buy another one and strip it, buy another one and strip it, and eventually you'll have all the fusion parts. But you do have to have the car pretty much 100% maxed out, and you got to make sure you got to shift it and tune it properly because the car is just barely fast enough to beat the second Tempest boss. It beats the first Tempest boss pretty good, but it barely beats the second Tempest boss. So it'll beat the first storyline boss, the first Tempest boss, and the second Tempest boss if you get enough parts on it. I don't think I would use Victor's car for live racing. I mean, you're probably going to lose a lot. I don't think you're going to do very well with Victor's car. I mean, of course, you can take it into live racing, but you're going to get your buttocks kicked. It's not going to do super well. Oh, there's Stack. Somebody mock a son. All right. Arrow King says, remember maxed. So yeah, a lot of people get a car up to stage 5 and they think the car is maxed. But yeah, in order to have a maxed out car, you have to have all 7 stage 6 parts and all 120 or 40, 102,000 fusions. Different cars hold a different amount of fusions, but you can actually see how many fusions a car holds if you click on the little info tab, right? Purple star cars, like different tiers, hold a little more. The amount of stars hold a little more. Purple stars hold a little more than golden stars. But yeah, in order for a car to be maxed, you got to have all the fusion parts and all the stage 6 parts. Now, tier 1 cars don't have any stage 6 parts, but tier 2 through 5 do. But yeah, you got to have all the parts and all the fusions in order to be maxed out on the car. Some people get the car up to stage 5 and then they just fill stage 5 with fusions and they think they're good to go, and they don't realize that they need to fill stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, and stage 6 if you got it full of fusions. Alright, the Audi RS7 Fastback is an excellent live racing car. It's for me, it's really hard to drive, but I think for most people, it's really easy to drive. Now, I do have a video on that car, so you can go check that out. But personally, I think it's a good car if you want a good live racer. Oh, Dennis said I got a Lotus Emira. Yeah, Emiras are great. I didn't really think the Emira was going to be good, but I'll tell you what, the Emira is a good car. That's a really good car. I'm a big fan of that thingy dingy. Eddie says I use the Toyota Supra a lot for live. Yeah, the GR Supra on stage 4 only parts, I think, is how I set mine up. It's a great live racer with the right setup. He wants to bet me 5,000. All right. I wasn't paying attention. Did I race this guy a few times already? I'm not sure. I wasn't paying any attention here. Hold on. Let me try and win this. 3, 2, 1, go. I hope he doesn't have the crazy glitch tune on that thing. I don't know if it still exists, but I know there's a glitch tune for that car. At least they used to be. Oh, he got me. I just lost $5,000. Dang, you're in 11.7s? Yeah. So that Pontiac is definitely down tunable. You can make it beat the dyno, but if you do that too many times, the game will bump your lobby. So it's not ideal for live racing unless you're willing to destroy your dyno time there. William D says any car that you can get easily and free should tell you that it's crap. I disagree, sir. The Volkswagen Golf you can get easily and for free, and it's pretty nice. You can get the GR Supra pretty easily and for free, sorta. There's a lot of good Elite Tuners cars, but most of the good cars in the game are very hard to get. Most of the really good cars are hard to get without spending a bunch of money. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, here we go. Can we do it? This Lexus will probably get me if he knows how to set it up. Ooh, wait, he slowed down. He slowed down. X-Wing says, William Dude. William Dude. Is that what the D stands for? He says, the BMW M5 Touring is pretty good and it's free. Some of the tier 3, you know, some of the tier 3 BMWs we got. The little green BMW we got recently, that was pretty nice. That was free, yeah. That wasn't a bad little car. How many of those tier 3 BMWs did they give us for free? I think a couple. Those were pretty nice. But yeah, the green BMW Touring was nice. That little tier 4 car. I forget where I was going with this. I was going to say something. But yeah, they give out a couple of decent cars here and there every once in a while for free. Oh, the M5 Touring is tier 5. For some reason, I thought it was tier 4. Alright, we got like 5 more minutes left on the stream, everybody. I don't have the world's most wonderful memory, unfortunately. Some stuff I remember, other stuff I don't, but... I remember stuff about the cars that I really like. The cars that I don't really like that much, I just kind of forget about, so... If I didn't like it, if I say, yeah, I don't really remember, it was probably a car that I didn't like that much. Every once in a while, though, there is a car that I do like, and then I forget about it. But yeah, it's really hard to keep track of 1,500 cars. At least for me. Some people have these wonderful memories, and they can remember all those cars. Like somehow Melon seems to remember all the cars, right? Melon has like super memory going on or something. Melon's got the crazy memory. Ah, the Voodoo 2 Garbage Viper. Yeah, that was a disappointing deal. Cool looking car, but yeah, that one sucked. Those Vipers aren't great. I wish they were, but they're not. Is the Terminario a good... No, I don't know. I don't think it's a terrible car, but I don't think it's a great car. I think it's an okay car. I would consider it to be a decent car, but nothing special. I would say the looks are probably better than the performance, but it's an okay car. It's okay. X-Wing, I told you that you had super memory too. I don't remember, man. I got like super crappy memory. Why did I say you had why did I say you had super memory on the Warrobot stream? I got super bad memory. I actually do recall that now that you mention it, but I don't remember why. Melon says there are better free Lambos out there. That's true. Alright, so Winpoo likes the Viper SR2. I don't think I really liked any of the Vipers, honestly. I didn't really like that one either, but a lot of people did. A lot of people love that car. I was just kind of, I don't know, not really my thing. Alright, so Ran, I'm probably going to be making a video tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Sunday, I'll get a video out on how to, not how to, but which cars are the fastest for the Showdown. There's a whole bunch of them in there, so I got to look up all the times. I'll put a sheet together of all the times, so hopefully I'll get that out either tomorrow or Sunday. My goal is to get that done tomorrow. My goal is to make 2 videos tomorrow. One is the Showdown and the next season's car. So I'm not going to post them both tomorrow, but I hope to get them both finished tomorrow. I'll probably post one tomorrow and one on Sunday. William D says, see you guys on Sunday. Yeah, I guess our stream time is about up for the day. Stacks, thank you, buddy. Good swaps, everybody. That was funny. Hey, Tim Huggins, how you doing? All right. Hit the ending soon thingy. All right. Parker wants to know, what should I do with the Maserati Gran Turismo with one stage 6? So here's the problem with that, right? The problem with that is sometimes changing parts can change the way the car shifts. So it may depend on which stage 6 parts you have. My suggestion is start off by launching a split 6. Hold on. Let me get my stuttering out of the way, since I'm stuttering here. Launch, wait a split second, shift in the second, hit your nitrous, then all the shifts right before the red line after that. And then you can always play around with it a little bit, maybe try second, third nitrous, but I think that will get you through for the most part, but changing one part can sometimes change the shift pattern. But let's just say you get a stage 6 transmission or you get a stage 6 nitrous. It could be different, right? It could be different. Every car is different and different combination of parts can affect the car differently. But I would say you're probably going to want to try to just launch shortly after a second in nitrous. I mean, that should do it pretty well. And then you can play with it a little bit from there to see if anything works better. But that will generally do pretty well with 1 or 2 or 3 stage 6 on that car. I can't guarantee it's going to be the perfect shift pattern for it, but it should be really good. But you might be able to play around with it and find something a little better. But Parker, you're welcome. But one thing, like some of the newer cars don't change too much going from stage 5 to stage 6, but a lot of the older cars, I mean, sometimes a very small change could drastically change the way you shift or tune a car. So a couple of parts can make a big difference on some cars. It's kind of crazy how some of these older cars were. Now, I kind of like the fact that some of the newer cars aren't really like that, and it stays the same from stage 5 to stage 6, but generally those cars are a little bit less tunable, though, is the only thing I don't like about that. The cars that have more variance in them, you could usually like sit there and play with the tune and mess with this and mess with that, to where most of the newer cars, they just kind of run best with the same old shift pattern and tune. But It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, for sure. Dave, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming out, man. Hope you've been doing awesome. I just want to say thank all of you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. All right, Dave got the Velar from Collections. That's a nice car. That's a really nice car, actually. The Velar is really good. All right, so I'll be back on Sunday for a 2-hour live racing extravaganza live stream. You know, something like that. So 9 a.m. Eastern time, we'll be live racing until 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys are around, right? If you guys are around, feel free to stop in. We'd love to see you there. But I got to get going and get all my junk done for the day. So yeah. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Lightning out. Have an amazing day, and we will catch you next time. See ya. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If I don't see you beforehand, then catch you later.